Former President Uhuru Kenyatta has been quoted as saying more than once, "My president is Raila Amolo Odinga." What did President Uhuru Kenyatta mean? What does he mean? Because we know officially the President of the Republic of Kenya is somebody else currently. So what did Uhuru mean? Now the answer to that question is very deep and very sensitive and very shocking. Trust me, very, very shocking. A very unprecedented situation we have in the country currently. Now, I'm afraid I can't cover that here, so please catch my latest Weekly Intelligence Briefings, number 92. I have done yet another double release, WAB number 92 and number 93, at once. Yeah, you can see details on your screens right now of our current offer, what it will cost you to get the WABs. If you're already a member, look out for it in your inbox, yeah, within the next couple of hours. Just be patient. But for now, let us proceed. You know, the situation in Kenya is very interesting, especially when you discuss a character, a gallant Kenyan, a man called Raila Odinga. For how long has Raila Odinga been the people's president, a country called Kenya? For how long? Because after the 2007 presidential elections, which were won by Raila, resoundingly, yeah, the Grand Coalition government was formed. But in the minds of many Kenyans, the president was not Mwai Kibaki. It was Raila Odinga, who was the prime minister in the joint government of national unity. In 2013, most people did not believe that Raila Odinga was not the president. Yeah, but of course he remained the people's president. In 2017, again, people looked up to Raila as the people's president. And indeed this time round he was sworn in at Uhuru Park. I'm sure you all remember that. Now, do you realize that if the real election results were presented in 2007, Mwai Kibaki would have been a one-term president? Do you realize if the real election results were revealed in 2017, Uhuru Kenyatta would have been a one-term president? And we can speculate, actually predict quite accurately, that in 2027, most probably, if the real election results are revealed, and Almighty God keeps all these characters alive until then William Samoei Ruto may be a one-term president. For real. What are the characteristics of a one-term president? Let's go back to 2002. Mwai Kibaki started his presidency with a lot of controversies. The Memorandum of Understanding between President Kibaki and the LDP party of Raila Odinga, yeah, which gave them certain cabinet slots. President Kibaki reneged on that MOU, and it caused a lot of manenos. Kibaki's first term was very stormy right from the beginning. One-term president, if the real results were revealed. In 2013, Uhuru Kenyatta and William Samoei Ruto started off in the executive, and things were immediately very stormy. there were a lot of controversies. Eurobond, SGR Manenos, etc., etc., which all culminated in the Raila Odinga Okoa Kenya initiative. I'm sure all the Kenyans remember that very well. Now let's come to 2022. Hey, the presidency of William Samoei Ruto. Can you compare his first few weeks, his first 3 months or so in office, with Kibaki's first 3 months, with Uhuru's first 3 months? You can't. This one is much, much more stormy. In fact, it is more controversial, more stormy, than both Kibaki's and Uhuru's put together. Oh yes. And both Kibaki and Uhuru were really supposed to have been one-term presidents. So, I want you to tell me what we should expect of the President William Samoei Ruto presidency. There are those analysts, actually quite a number of them, who believe that if the William Samoei Ruto presidency survives to 2027, it will arrive in 2027 for those elections, not limping, but crawling. That's the opinion of many analysts. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. However, meanwhile, we can see, if we look back historically, we can see what has happened in the past. And based on what has happened in the past, we can try to guess what will happen in the near future. Now, we all know that the planned rallies by Raila Odinga to oppose the removal of the 4 IEBC commissioners have been postponed. Some very misleading headlines, I don't know if these people are paid to write these headlines, have told us they have been cancelled, shelved for good. That is not factual. We know that they've been postponed, and we even know the date they've been postponed to. They have been postponed to the 7th of December, 2022. That's next week. But the question one must ask themselves is, why were they postponed? Why? Was it poor planning? Was it that Raila and his handlers forgot that the exams going on right now, our kids are facing exams? Would that be the answer? Actually, the answer is much more shocking. And you remember at the beginning of my show today, I told you about my weekly intelligence briefings, number 92 and number 93. Well, number 93 reveals the real reason why Raila's planned rallies in major towns and cities in the country was postponed. And that reason, that reason is shocking. So make sure you catch my WABs. If you're a member, be patient. It should be in your inbox shortly. If you're not, you can take advantage of our latest offer. For only 2022 Kenya shillings, you can take out an annual subscription. Or just $20.22. And then get your hands on this valuable information. You can also get 6 months membership. You can see the details on your screens right now for only $19.92. So go for it and get hold of this information. I'm afraid it's a little on the sensitive side, and that's why I can't share it here on the public channel. Well. Our politics currently is very, very interesting. And I can assure you, it'll get even more interesting going forward. And the biggest danger, according to me, is the fact that we have too many wounded Kenyans. Wounded from what? Wounded from what went down in the August 2022 presidential elections. And you see, somebody's wounds cannot be wished away. In a personal situation, a psychologist will tell you that wounds, emotional wounds, are very dangerous. You could easily slip into depression. You could easily end up reacting violently or reacting badly. And therefore, you can begin to get very alarmed at how the current government is taking this particular situation very lightly. They're ignoring it. And what they're doing is adding insult to injury. Yeah? Rubbing salt on the wounds of Kenyans who were wounded very badly last August. My prayer is that somebody within the government will wake up and address the situation before it is too late, for the good of all Kenyans. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.